Next we will discuss the analysis of series RLC circuit. This analysis is very most important. Series RLC circuit. This is very important. So, first we have to listen all of you carefully. See, right? This is what? Single phase AC 50H supply voltage. So, that is Vs, right? We have a current. So, this is R, this is L, this is C. So, across we have what? VR, right? Like that we have VL, like that we have Vc minus plus, for example these are the terminals. Okay. These three elements R, L and C are connected in series. So, across these two terminals we are providing single phase AC excitation. Then we all know that first observation is what? VR. The current is taken as reference, therefore, the voltage across resistor is lies in phase with the current, right? Therefore, VR is nothing but I into R, which is nothing but Im into R at an angle 0 degrees. Clear? Then second observation is what? Coming to VL. VL leads current by how many degrees? 90 degrees. For if we consider pure inductive circuit, if we consider only voltage, VL leads current by 90 degrees. Therefore, which is nothing but J XL, which is nothing but Im at an angle 0, that is XL at an angle 90 degrees. We have what? Im XL at an angle 90 degrees. This is second observation. Like that, Vc lags current by 90 degrees. If we consider pure capacitive circuit, always current leads voltage by 90 degrees, or capacitive voltage lags current by 90 degrees. Therefore, Vc is nothing but finally we have minus Jxc, which is nothing but Im at an angle 0, Xc at an angle minus 90, which is equals to Im Xc minus 90. Clear, right? So, up to this we have studied. Then, so based upon this, first we have to draw phasor diagram. First we have to do with phasor method. Later, with respect to phasor method, we conclude some points regarding impedance method. So, phasor diagram for this. Current is taken as reference, right? Current is taken as reference, not this much long. Current is taken as reference. Clear? Then what about VR? VR is always in phase with current, because there is no phase angle between voltage across resistor and current, or current through any resistive branch and voltage. Okay. Then what about this VL Vc? So, coming to this VL, VL leads I by 90 degrees. So, from here this is what? VL. What is the angle here? 90 degrees. Clear? like that. From here VC, this is also 90 degrees. Clear? This is the phasor representation for this. So, VL leads current by 90 degrees, like that current leads VC by 90 degrees, or VC lags current by 90 degrees. Clear? Then how can we represent the resultant voltage? How can we represent the resultant voltage Vs from this phasor? What is the resultant voltage from this? Equals to Vs, right? Vs is equals to Vr plus Vl plus Vc, vector addition. Therefore, this is what? Horizontal component. These two are what? Vertical components. Then tell me, in which manner we can draw the phasor of Vs? Can we draw like this? If we draw like this, this is the representation of Vr and Vc only. Then what about Vc? Sorry, this is the representation of Vr and Vl, right? Then what about Vc? Or if we draw like this, this is the representation of Vr and Vc only. Then what about this Vl? So, we cannot know the actual magnitudes of Vc and Vl, right? The total resultant voltage should be governed by the reactive components, means the resultant voltage of this series RLC circuit can be governed by the magnitudes of VL and Vc. That is it, right? If we know the actual magnitudes of these two voltages, we can able to draw the phasor of this Vs, but we cannot know the actual magnitudes of this VL and Vc. Then how could we draw that Vs? For that we should consider some cases. Before that we have to write one point. The resultant voltage Vs can be governed by the actual magnitudes of VL and Vc, right? But we couldn't know the magnitudes of VL and we couldn't know the magnitudes of them. Then to get resultant voltage, we have to consider following cases. That is case 1, case 2, case 3. So, case 1 is nothing but VL more than Vc. Case 2 is nothing but VL less than Vc. Case 3 is what? VL is equals to Vc. So, in this case the magnitude of VL is more than Vc, then we can able to get the actual magnitude of Vc, then we can get the phasor representation of this. Like that, in this case also VL less than Vc, Vc more than VL, therefore, we can get the magnitude of this Vs and we can get the representation. So, like that third case also means what? This is what I omega L more than I XL, this is I XC, right. So, I gets cancelled, we have what? XL more than XC. So, which in turn what? VL more than Vc means what? XL more than XC, right. Like that, here we have what? IXL less than IXC. So, from this XL less than XC, clear. Here XL is equals to XC. Okay. Then XL means what? Omega L by 1 by omega C. From this, omega is what? More than 1 by root LC, right? Like this, here also omega L less than 1 by omega C. From this, less than 1 by root LC. Clear? From this, omega L is equals to 1 by omega C, 1 by root LC. This is the frequency. Frequency is more than 1 by root LC. Here the frequency less than 1 by root LC. Here the frequency is 1 by root LC. If we consider this case, the frequency is what? Like this. If we consider this case, the frequency is like this. If we consider this case, the frequency is like this. Now we have to discuss these three cases. Okay. Before that, first we have to write VR plus VL plus VC. Clear? This is horizontal component, these two are vertical components. Clear? Then we have to get the resultant voltage and the phase angle of this, yes, which is nothing but phi, right? We have to get these two from the three cases. So, case 1, that is first VL more than VC. Next, or we can next case 2, that is VL less than VC. Next case 3 is what? VL is equals to VC. This is case 3. Okay. This is case 1, case 2, case 3. So, here the magnitude of VL is more than VC, here the magnitude of VL is less than VC, here the magnitude of VL is equals to VC. Then tell me, what is the resultant voltage here? Equals to mod Vs, right? Therefore, mod Vs is equals to square root of VR square plus, this is horizontal component VR square plus vertical components are nothing but what? These two. So, which one is more? VL is more VC. Therefore, VL minus VC, right? This is the resultant. That is why VL minus VC whole square. That is the resultant voltage from this case. Means what? This is what? I into R plus I into JXL minus I into JXC. See, JJ, these two are what? VL, VC, vertical components. So, IXL minus IXC whole square, that is the meaning. So, IR square plus IXL minus IXC whole square. Clear? So, from this, what is the angle? Phi is equals to tan inverse vertical component by horizontal component. Vertical component is what? VL minus VC by VR. Clear? That is it. Over. We are having Vs, we are having angle from this case 1. So, from this we have to draw the phasor diagram. Okay. The current is taken as reference, clear, and we know that the voltage across resistor is nothing but VR, clear. Then how we can draw VL and VC? VL leads current by 90 degrees, but see the magnitude that is more than the Vs. Therefore, this is VL, clear. Then what about VC? It should be less than VL. The magnitude of VC should be less than VL. Therefore, this is VC. Clear? VL magnitude is more than this VC. So, see in the resultant VR square plus VL minus VC whole square, like that at an angle tan inverse VL minus VC by R. So, we have to get the resultant between these two, VL minus VC, that is VL minus VC is nothing but this point, right. So, this is what VL minus VC, clear. Therefore, from here to here this is the Vs. Now, this is the phase angle between resultant voltage and current. At any case, we have to get the phase angle between voltage and current, right. Now, this is the phase angle between voltage and current from this case 1. So, we know the magnitudes of VL and VC. If we cannot know the magnitudes of VL and VC, we are unable to draw phasor diagram. Now, from this case, we are having resultant and the phase angle in addition with that phasor diagram, Now, it is clear all of you, right. See, the phase angle between Vs and I is nothing but phi. Then tell me which one is leading, which one is lagging. Here current is taken as reference, but what about this Vs? Vs leads I by phi, means current lags voltage by phi, right. Here current lags Vs by phi. See, here VL is more than VC, inductive effect is more than the capacitive effect, means what? Inductive circuit. So, in inductive circuit current lags Vs by phi, clear. This is due to more VL. This is due to what? This, that is inductor dominates more than the capacitor. This point is very important point. So, here we are going to get the angle is what? I lags Vs by 90 degrees from this phasor diagram. This is due to what? VL more than Vc, means that is the inductor dominates more than the capacitor, clear. This is the point from this case 1. So, next case 2. So, from this case 2, what is the resultant voltage? Vs is equals to, tell me, VR square plus, here Vc is more than the VL, therefore, Vc minus VL, clear. Therefore, which is equals to phi, which is equals to tan inverse Vc minus VL by VR. Here I forgot to write one important point, current lags Vs by phi. This is lagging angle, very important observation, lagging angle. Now, it is leading, here we are going to get the phase angle, current leads Vs by phi. Now, we can prove that. Next phasor diagram. Right. So, the reference is what? Current only, reference is current. The voltage across resistor is nothing but VR only, clear, up to this point is clear. Then here VL less than Vc. So, this is Vc which is more than VL. So, VL is nothing but VL is smaller than Vc. Therefore, Vc minus VL we have to notate. For example, this is Vc minus VL. This is Vc minus VL, clear. Then what is the resultant from here to here? This is the resultant, this is Vs, this is phi, clear. Vs lags current by phi, that is from this current leads Vs by phi. This is due to Vc more than VL, that is capacitor dominates more than inductor. That is the important point. Clear? Next, coming to third case. So, what is the resultant for this? We have VR square. Here VL is equals to VC. Therefore, VL minus VC whole square, or VC minus VL whole square, or VC minus VL whole square, whatever it may be, it should be is equals to 0, it should be is equals to 0. Therefore, mod Vs is equals to VR only, that is phasor of VR is equals to phasor of Vs. This is very important observation. Clear? Means this is, what is the phasor now? This is the current reference, this is VR, like that we are going to get this is Vs. This is the phasor of this condition. Phase angle is what? Phase angle is 0 degrees. Phase angle is 0 degrees. Magnitude of Vs is equals to magnitude of VR only. This condition is nothing but resonance condition. This is very important concept. This is the next concept that we are going to discuss in AC circuits. So, what is the resonance condition? VL is equals to VC, that is VL is equals to VC, or XL is equals to XC. This is resonance condition that we are going to discuss that concept later. This is about series RLC circuit. This is case 1, this is case 2, that is case 3. So, with respect to 3 different cases, we are able to calculate the resultant voltage, along with that phase angle, along with that phasor representation.